It's been a long July here on the farm, but there's still work to do with grass, as well as feeding our cattle. There's so many things going on here still in July, and we're still not doing contracts. It's all here on the farm. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Welcome back to the farm, everyone. Here in Oak Ridge Farms. Well, it's still July, as it has been for, I think, the last couple of episodes, but there's been so much fun work to do here. I mean, we did our harvesting and everything like that, and now we're working on the grass field here. Now, I decided that this time, as opposed to last time where we just harvested all as grass, this time we're going to do it all as hay. It will be more profitable as hay, and especially as we plan on getting more cattle down the road, we can use more hay in the long run. So I just finished mowing all of this, but the windrows that's really all for naught because we're going to run the tedder over it here. Need a place to park this. Our tedder is back there. It looks like we need to organize some of those bales back there as well. You know what? Let's park this somewhere out of the way here because we need to get back there a little bit. And I made a funny something. Last video, I mentioned something about storing straw in here. Remember, we were baling straw off the wheat field down there, which I have down there on the trailer. And I said something about, storing it in, well, this bay right here. And then I came down here and there is straw stored here. I don't remember doing that. However, it must have been sometime over the course of this series. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know where this straw came from because, well, it came from somewhere. But that wheat harvest last episode, I believe it was, which is this straw here. That's the first straw that we've made on this farm. It was our first harvest, our first straw. The straw that we've gone through previously for the cattle, I've purchased because we didn't have our own straw, so I purchased it. Apparently I bought an entire trailer of straw and don't remember. Well, either way. So, apparently, yeah, this bay here is good for straw storage as it happens. You know what? Before we stow this, let's actually wash this off. This is absolutely filthy. Yeah, so I just wanted to explain that must be extra straw I bought and just forgot about. So yeah, we're gonna get this washed off. We'll put this mower away. So we need to get out our hay equipment's back there, and those bales, those hay bales, they got pushed on accident. So we need to pull the hay bales back a bit, stack them a little better. Definitely some farm work to do here still in July. It's just going to be a busy summer, and that's pretty cool. Actually, we'll just pull the tractor up here out of the way. We don't need to detach any of this yet, because where this equipment goes is where we're going to be, let's shut this down, moving the hay equipment out of. So we'll use the other tractor here. All right. So this stuff here, yeah, this stuff needs to be moved back. Yeah, I accidentally got that pushed back in there. Now this here, this is a grass bale. Okay, the rest are hay bales. So first, let's pull this grass bale out. We'll put it separate somewhere. It's only a partial grass bale anyway. Now, what is the easiest way, do you think, to pull this stuff back? Okay, the easiest way to do this is going to be to spike this front bale here. All right, so we've got these two stacked here. Kind of not the best, but I just want to be able to pick them both up. All right, so we got these two. All right, for now, we'll just put these two hay bales right here. Now we'll grab carefully the stack of 3. Are there 2 stacks of 3 here? I can't tell from this angle. Let's see. Yeah, there's 2 stacks of 3, so we'll carefully pull this back. And we're just going to put this right over here very carefully. Whoa, did I lose it? No, but yeah, I basically did. This is something that I wish that they would... it's in the physics engine. It's just the physics engine, there's no way around it. The game has a physics engine. The thing is, these bales of hay... these bales of hay weigh hundreds of pounds, but the game treats them like they weigh 5 pounds each. It's just... yeah, the physics engine is great, but these things weigh hundreds of pounds. they wouldn't tumble over like their marshmallows. Unfortunately, however, they do, and you have to be very careful because of that. Regardless, so yeah, you know, this kind of makes it hard to stack this stuff. There's a few things I wish they'd pay more attention to. That being one of them. And that said, I mean, stuff behaves, you know, stuff behaves mostly pretty good. You know, except for, yeah. Alright, so that was all just to get those pulled back, really. Now we just want to, let's see. Probably stack this a little higher, but let's just grab this one here. I'm gonna get this stuff stacked back. Alright, now we'll just get these two back in there. They're not perfect, but this is, well, we've got the hay pulled up in front of where it was. And I don't like how these are. Let's see if I can, here, let me get this. We could build a hay shed that just automatically accepts and organizes and stacks the bales. That, you know, that could work. But for now, there we go. All right, I've had just about enough of that. We got these stacked here better. Yeah, what happened is I had these stacked here and I didn't see them and I accidentally backed this baler into them because, well, the baler's big and backing it up, I couldn't see that, yeah, and I pushed them back. That's what happened. So we'll just have to be careful not to back anything into this bay. No problem. So we're going to pull out, we need to get to our tedder back there. It's stuffed back in the back, so we haven't used it in a minute. So we'll pull the windrower out, set it aside, get the tedder. You know, it occurs to me, I wonder if we can run the tedder on the front of the tractor and the windrower on the back. I think it's possible, but I don't think we should. I don't think that that's how you would do this. No, I really don't think so. But yeah, I know that some people probably do. I think in the game, some tedders are meant to go on the front for that reason, but I don't think it's something you would actually do. So I don't think the tedder's meant to run on the front. I think it pivots, I think. Here, I'm just trying to get this backed in here. It's giving me trouble. Let's drop the windrower off there. I'll pull the tedder out. It was a thought that occurred to me, but we'll run them separate. I always do. So let's get this guy here. Let's see. What is the work width of this tedder? It is about 9 meters. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you would want to put this in the front to see how it pivots. Yeah, it's obviously not meant to. It was just it was a pondering kind of thing. All right, so ready to make a big mess out here on the field. Let's see. There's really no. I pulled up the lines, but there's really no need for it at all because this is going to undo all of our windrows. But I guess the good part about having the windrows is this is going to be super, super easy because the grass is only in certain places here, so we can just kind of... I mean, that is very true. This is really going to be a no-brainer. We don't have the entire, you know, because, yeah, the grass is only in the windrows, so we only have to just run over these bits here with the tedder. And we'll get this done pretty efficiently. Just kind of get back here and get this. It may be some extra work to ted all the grass on the field into hay. And I figure it's like a 10-15% higher profit just for straight selling it, you know, which is why we didn't do it last time. I figured the profit wasn't enough to be worth the extra work that it takes. Maybe it's not, but we will want the hay later on for our cattle since we didn't get hay off the field last time. Now, our two other fields, one being sunflowers, one being soybeans, they're not going to be ready to harvest for a few more months. So this is kind of our, yeah, this is our first big harvest month this year. And then, I don't know, probably October or so, we'll be harvesting again. All right, so I got a bunch of the work done on the field. We are windrowing. In fact, we're just about at the end of windrowing it here. It was, when I got out here with the tedder, it struck me, I remembered, oh yeah, this field is really, really big. So, and I was kind of tired, and I just, I went through and got the tedding done. We're mostly done with the windrowing. After this, all that's done is the baling. It's the next day now. It's July, we're here early in July 3rd, last day of July, and all that's left is the, a little bit of windrowing here, and baling. We'll have to find a place to put all these bales. We could sell, I don't know, we might want to sell like some of them, but definitely, certainly keep some of them. And we'll want to check some other things here as we are still in July. We should check on the cattle. When was the last time I checked on the... That's the problem. When we have, like, this July here, we've had a few episodes. And usually it's one episode per month. But there's just, there was so much stuff to do. I guess it's because there was so much fun stuff to do on our farm this month. And it was, like, all on our farm. You know, this is the third episode in July, but not one of these episodes has been contract work. I probably did one contract at one point this month, maybe one or two contracts, but I think all of the 3 episodes this month has just been working on our farm, and it's been really cool that, yeah, we actually have so much work on our farm that we can make 3 episodes out of just that. But, you know, our wheat harvest, which I was looking forward to, just kind of came at the same time as this grass field here being ready to mow. We just about got this. Yeah, I don't remember. Did we check the cattle? I mean, probably. They could use food. They could use food. Yeah, man, it's been a long July. And they could use some straw. They could use some food. I was just thinking, man, we spent a lot of time working with grass and cows, but then... well, this farm is the long-term cattle farm. After all, it's the name of the series. It's living up to its name. And this is nothing yet, because I plan on having a lot more cattle. Yeah, I plan on having a lot more cattle. I wanted a huge cattle-focused farm, and I wanted it a lot bigger than this. We need to expand here and find more space for the cows, so we can have more cows, is what I mean. All right, we are finally on the last row of the windrowing here. And this is a big, I mean, it is a big field. It's so easy to underestimate it as just a grass field, but it's a pretty darn big grass field. And today, for whatever reason, at least to me, it seemed like it was taking forever. Seemed like forever. But now, all we have to do, I hear, is bale. We could do that next month. I've thought about that just because July has been so long. Thought about going to next month, baling it next month. But we should get the baling done. All right, and we are done with the windrower. Let's get this folded up. I think we may as well get this washed off as well. And then we'll put it back away. So we do need to take care of the cattle some. Yeah, been out in this grass field for a while. I think that might be the thing to do here. Let's get this washed off. At least the windrower here, grass all over it. And we'll get some in our wheels. That washed out. That's probably good enough. Yeah, let's see how much. I forget exactly. I know that every time we do... Okay, their food's definitely under half full. Last few times we made TMR for the cattle, it filled it up, but they've got less than half of their capacity, so they could definitely use a whole trailer full, I believe. We'll get this parked back in here. I suppose we can go ahead and let's do... Well, let's just park the... we only need this tractor, I think. I don't think we need the... Just park this over there, or we can go ahead and park the mowers over there. Yeah, we can go ahead and park the mowers over there now. All right, we are gonna need our TMR mixer wagon. We're gonna want to use it to chop up some straw. Actually, how short on straw are they? Well, the thing is, do we have a partial bale of straw? Let's see here. This is probably a partial bale here. Yeah. Because if we chop up straw, I want to make sure that we don't have like more than we need, because, well, then it would be chopped up and in a pile. But I think that might go in there. See, oh, we got some TMR in here already. Yeah, because it filled it up last time. So let's go ahead and give the cattle what we've got here before we mix a new batch. Let's see, which side are we unloading on? We are unloading on the left side. We want to unload on the right side. There we go. There we go, cows. All right. Let's drag this out here. We'll chop up this straw first, I guess. Or, here's a better idea. Let's use that straw for our TMR mix, and then what's left of it. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. Alright, so how big are our hay bales? I forget. Alright. Well, that's not a full hay bale now, is it? Let's see here. Alright, here we've got kind of too much hay. What we'll do is we'll put the whole bottom bale in, and we'll just put part of the top bale in, because the top bale is a partial bale. So let's see here. Let's see if we can kick the top bale off. No, of course not, because that would make too much sense. So I'm going to have to get it off like this. All right. Yeah, we just want the bottom bale to start with. Alright, so yeah, basically we want 1.5 bales in there, because our mixer holds 24,000 liters. We don't want to have more than 10,000 liters of hay, not really. So we'll just put that in there. Alright, now we want a little more than half of this bale here. Well, alright, I think if we take this down to 1,800 liters, I think we'll have enough. We'll see here. Oops, that was a little more than I wanted, but I think that'll be fine. Here, let's just turn this thing on here. I mean, well, that doesn't really tell us much there. Let's hop in here and see how much we got. Yeah, a little over 10,000. That's fine. And so this small amount of hay here, well, it's just a little extra. We'll put it in here, where this is the best place to keep partial bales, in here. So let's put this here. Let's go ahead and grab this guy here. Although next we're going to add the silage. We'll get this ready to go in the mixer. We'll use probably half of that bale or so in there. But let's go ahead and let's get our silage in there. Now this big bucket here, this thing is so handy. 2 big scoops of this is all we're going to need. Trying to get a... Whoa, this is heavy. Let's get this down. I don't lift that up so high. All right, let's... Slowly and carefully, and don't jerk it. There we go. All right, there is 1 load of it. Now, if I'm going to be a little more careful with it this time and not get it rocking on 2 wheels. We'll get 5,000 more liters of this. Keep it low. And get this up in there. Nice and easy. Alright. And we should have just enough room to basically fill it the rest of the way with hay, I guess. Here, I'll back this back in the thing here. Or straw, I mean, yeah, basically pretty much filled the rest of the way with straw. Or close to it. Alright, this time we actually have the window open so we can see, but this should take probably a couple thousand liters of straw. If I can get it to... it's not wanting to take it off the bale. Well, this is how I always do it. There we go. Now it is. And since as long as we have this open, we can see that right there is kind of perfect. And yeah, that's about what I was going to go for. So the rest of this, we'll just leave this here on the loader. The rest of this Actually, we got to park this out of the way, though. The rest of this can go into the cattle for their bedding. In the pen there. All right, and this thing is, wow, yeah, pretty darn full. Let's get this mixing up. And get our cattle fed here. Get this offloading in here. We're going to use this like we usually do. We'll use this to chop up the straw, and I'll try again to... Oh, wait. Really? It looked like they were so low in the TMR. Yeah, but, well, you saw as well as I did that the TMR, the food bar was way down. Well, okay, yeah, it just, that cattle pen, it just holds way less than you think it's going to every time. So as far as straw, I guess they'll just have to wait a minute on the straw. I mean, they still got plenty, you know. Oh, wait, we got a semi-park back here now, don't we? Yeah. Well, let's actually watch where we back up, and we'll put this over here. All right, so just trying to think. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait on the straw. I mean, they'll be fine. It's probably good right there. How close am I? Let's see. We can go a little farther. Yeah, we'll just put this back up in there for now. And we'll get out to the baling. This was a nice diversion. Yeah, the thing is, this cattle pen, I mean, we've got 50 cattle in here. I guess the thing is, our TMR mixer is just, it is a bigger one than we started off here with. And I guess, yeah, our mixer is just more suited for a larger pen, I guess, because I can't make a full batch with our mixer. I can't make a full batch of TMR unless our cattle are pretty much all but starving, because our mixer holds, let's see, so this holds 30,000 TMR. Our mixer will mix 24,000 liters. So yeah, well, let's get out and get some baling done. We'll get some hay baled. Let's see, we'll use, well, I guess we got the 720 sitting right here. We'll use this guy. Now we've still got those straw bales on the trailer. Likely be moving those off. All right, well, last we used the baler on the wheat field. You know what, let's yeah, let's wash it off, because we were last using it to bale straw out in the wheat field. How about, you know, actually, as long as we're right here also, let's use the 900 Vario. It's just going to work a lot better than this guy is here. It's a big baler. It's a big baler. It's best to run it with more horsepower. Yeah. Our 900 Vario is kind of our go-to tractor here. They look so similar, unless you park them next to one another and you see that this one's a lot bigger. Sometimes I forget which one I'm driving. I mean, again, parked side by side, it's so obvious which one's which. But sometimes when I'm driving down the road, it's like, oh, which one is this? But when you hook up to like the baler or something, you see, oh yeah, this one's a lot bigger. Yeah, it is. This tractor, again, they look, yeah, when you get them close beside each other, you're like, oh yeah. That one's got wider tires, but anyway, this has got the horsepower we want for the baler. All right, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I just wanted to get the straw washed off of it. All right, and we're set to go. Yeah, it's all, yeah, the field's all hay. This is the first time we've done the field all hay. The first couple of harvests on this field, we did it half and half, grass and hay. Yeah, the first two harvests at least, we did it half and half. The last one, just the last one, I think, we did it all grass. But the hay really is more valuable, although it's definitely a good deal amount of work more to make it into hay. We do have another trailer of milk that we could take and sell, which I think would be a good idea. Feels like I've been out in this grass field all day, which actually is not correct. I've been out here for the last 2 days because it's now the last day of July. Yeah. I think I missed some grass back there, or some hay. I'm sure I have missed it in a few places. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and here, I'm going to shut the tractor down. We're going to leave this here. I'll get back to this later. I've been in this grass field. Yeah, I'm really over the grass field work. Let's go deliver some milk and get that sold. I've worked out in that grass field so much. I've never been so just, I don't know, not into it like I was today. I'm just not into it. It's been so much, and it's never seemed like a chore, but for whatever reason, maybe I'm just tired today, but let's take a drive down to the sell point and see some sites. We're going to sell this milk. I'll have to finish that baling. I'll finish it later this month. I mean, there's still time left in the day, obviously. There's still plenty of time. We can do other things. I wouldn't mind making some money. Let's see here. We should have a solid trailer of milk. Yeah, and then some. Perfect. It's all filled up. So it's been really dry this month. It hasn't rained at all. But let's see how things look here in town on our way down to the dairy. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't think there's been a single month since we've been here that it hasn't rained until, of course, this July. It's been drought all month. But prior to this, we've had more than enough precipitation. I mean, our fields might have a better moisture level actually this year because of the dry July. We'll see. All right, we are down here with the milk. And this is usually what, about $15,000. That will be nice and handy for the farm. There we go. Get this offloaded. We'll get back to the farm and let's see what else. If we're not finishing the grass field right now, well, we can have a look at contracts, any other work that needs to be done. We should have a look. Well, yeah, we can drive out, check out our wheat field, and make sure everything's done down there with that. We could always do some work on the wheat field. I wouldn't mind, yeah, $15,000 and change. I wouldn't mind doing some field work. That would be fun. I've just been rolling around that grass field for the second half of this month here. Yeah, we'll have a look at our wheat field when we get back. One other thing we could do is get some of our wheat harvest over here in our seed production so that we don't forget that some of that wheat we won't be selling. All right, so yeah, I want to do that. So trailer parked there. We're going to head up to the store. Well, up to the wheat field, which is right next door to the store. And have a look at that. All right, so down here. Now, we've got all the bales off. Let's have a look at this field. So, doesn't need plowing. It said it needs rolling? Yeah, it does. We don't have a roller, do we? I think we've already just... I think I went over that previously about a field, and then I probably forgot to roll. Yeah, it's an easy step to forget, and I usually have that filter here turned off. So, the field really has nothing. Let's make sure we don't have a roller. I'm sure I've already done this, but it's easy to, before we go buying one, I just want to make sure that this is something I'd like to have. Like I see something like this and I was like, yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, this would be great if we had, you know, like a bigger cattle farm, but that's kind of the idea. The idea here was to have like a cattle mega farm. It's just taking a while to grow in it. But then I think to myself, it hasn't even been that long. We're still, you know, not even through the first year yet because we're still in July. So we're not even done with the first year yet. Well, I was looking at the store because I was going to buy us a roller. And I was just thinking, man, yeah, I would like to have like a big cornfield, use the forage harvester, and then use that for our silage as opposed to the grass. Use the grass field just for, you know, just for hay. Yeah, use the grass field just for hay and then use a machine like that to turn our, you know, cornfield or whatever into silage. So rollers, I've got us a cheaper option here. Yeah, by default, you only have these two as a choice, and it's like, really? This is a little better here. It's fine work with. Yeah, this right here is just fine. That's why I got this, guys. Let's go ahead and buy one of these. Super affordable. Super affordable. We're not going to roll this field just now because we got the roller now, though. We got one of those. This field, You know, we've got time to replant it this year, obviously. Yeah, if we want to do field work, it couldn't hurt to get out here with the disc harrow. Yeah, this is all very true. So we got a roller, although, yeah, there's no sense in rolling this now. We'll just try to remember and roll it after we plant the next crop. Yeah, we could plant wheat in this field again because it's only July. We got plenty of time in the year left. But I'm glad we got this roller now because it's something that I keep forgetting about, but now we have one. All right, now where can we park this? Well, we can park this anywhere we want. I mean, I was just thinking, and yeah, this is really easy to back up. So we can park this. Sure, there's a spot over here. Yeah, by our disc harrow. And put that in the spot down here. And yeah, we could get started at running the disc on the wheat field. Still got time to, well, yeah, we got several months even before we have to plant it. But if I want to do something that's not working with the grass, I guess I was just fed up with the grass for right now. We could take this out there and let's see, let's have a look at this. All right, so yeah, just making sure. Yeah, this tractor will pull it. I do so much work with the 900. I want to make sure that we use this tractor plenty too. And this tractor does have enough power to use this cultivator. All right, so we'll get this put to work out here. And later on, before the month is over, I will get back to work and finish that grass field, although all that's left out there is just to bale the rest of that hay. So I'll shuffle some stuff around. I'll get the hay all baled. We'll get that stacked. The cattle are good for another month. Everything is good for another month. We're good to roll into the end of summer. Guys, thanks for following along with me today. Boy, it was a little tiring. I think I just spent too much time out in that grass field. It's been a long, hot, and dry July. It's not so hot today. No, actually it says it's only supposed to get up to 93. Well, it's been really hot this month and dry. I look forward to seeing you guys next time here in a couple days. We'll be in August, and I have no idea what we'll be doing, but we'll be working here at Oak Ridge Farms. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for more, as there's always more coming here on the channel. Also, coming up soon, more American Truck Simulator. It's been far too long, and they just released Missouri. I just got it today, and well, I can't wait to drive in Missouri, and it occurred to me, wow, I haven't been driving my truck much, so expect to see some of that coming as well. I might just do that here today. I'd like to explore Missouri. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you next time.